Today on Tech News.
Pandemonium strikes Chile in the form of a massive earthquake.
The Apple iPad. Is it a useful tool or just a $500 paperweight?
And we delve into the New York salt ban proposal.
Stay tuned for these stories on Tech News.
Good morning. Welcome to Tech News.
Another earthquake hits Chile as its people are already in distress from previous quakes, but you can help. Here's Quentin Tibbin Biscuits, live from the studio green screen.
Thank you, Al. Just when you thought it could not get any worse, Chile was hit with another earthquake. A 5.6 rushed in from the shorelines. Estimated death toll is unknown. The damage is unaccounted for, but you can help them by contacting our website. Please, people, give $1. In other news, the Apple iPad just came available with pre-order on March 12th. But is it really worth all the hype? We went out and asked America the #1 question. What do you think of the iPad?
What I think about the iPad? Well, I think the iPad's just a giant iPod Touch.
It's pretty much the same as an iPhone except for bigger.
The iPad is basically an oversized like iPhone.
Do I want to spend the money?
It just has all the same applications, just blown up and bigger and more expensive, basically.
I think the iPad is a huge waste of money.
Personally, I wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't buy it.
Isn't that an electric tampon?
Seems like a biased crowd to me. You can log on and decide for yourself at www.apple.com/iPad.
New York Assemblyman Felix Oritz has introduced legislation that would ban the use of salt in restaurant cooking. The health-based initiative is aiming at giving consumers more control over their sodium intake. Consumers will be able to apply their own salt at their tables.
But is it really up to the consumers to decide what goes in their food? Are us Americans going too far with health ordinance? Tech News talks to some culinary students and chefs to see what they think about the proposal. Salt, a necessity in the cooking world and one of the most commonly used seasonings. But what would happen if it just vanished?
I think that chefs should be able to put salt in their own food because it gives them a sense of individuality with their own creations. It's a start to better America's obesity problem.
That is a bad thing, I think, personally, because I'm a cook. Because you got to season your food, and then you're going to have people complaining like, oh, our food ain't good. But no, that ain't right, because McDonald's is known as season their fries with a lot of salt. So if they take that out, then it ain't going to be no good.
I think the chef should have control of the food because they're cooking it.
The salt ban in New York. Why would the government or why would the state of New York tell me what I can and what I can't use? We all hope as chefs that when you look at a banquet room that you never see the salt being moved from the table. That means you're seasoning your food correctly.
A $1,000 fine would be given to any offender of this legislation per offense.
That's it on Tech News this morning. I'm Al English.
And I'm Mike McManaman. Thanks for your company.
And have a great day.